Conversations, a group of videos and documents intended to guide you during these uncertain times. This video will provide you with considerations for the winter holiday season. This is an outline of the presentation. First, we're going to talk about risk levels and then how to alter risk levels of activities, and then we will specifically talk about the winter holidays and how to protect your health and the health of those around you. Before we talk about winter holidays specifically, there are many things to consider before you go out, whether that be attending a holiday celebration, gathering with friends and family, going out to eat, etc. In general, the more closely you interact with others and the longer the interaction is, there's a higher risk that COVID-19 will be spread. Before you make plans, ask yourself a few questions. Is COVID-19 spreading in your community? Check out the Virginia Department of Health's website to learn more about COVID-19 in your area. Will you have a potential close contact with someone who is sick or anyone who's not wearing a mask? Think about the people you'll be seeing and if they're taking precautions in their personal lives. Are you at increased risk of severe illness, or do you live with someone who is at risk for severe illness? Check out the CDC's website for more information. Do you take everyday actions to protect yourself from COVID-19? If you are not taking actions to protect yourself, you could be at risk of infecting others. We're going to discuss general risk categories, low, moderate, high, but it is impossible to provide risk levels for all activities in every community. You know your community, health, and personal situation better than anyone else, so use the above questions to guide you as you think about going out. When deciding to do specific activities, think about the following questions. How many people will you interact with? Will they be wearing masks? Do they live in your household? Interacting with more people and those who don't live in your household raises your risk and the risk level of the activity. Can you keep 6 feet of space between you and others? And will you be outdoors or indoors? The closer you are to people, the greater your risk of getting sick. Indoor spaces are more risky than outdoor spaces where it might be harder to stay distant and there's less ventilation. What is the length of time you'll be interacting with people? The more time you spend with people, the greater risk and their risk of getting sick. During the winter holiday season, it is also important to consider, do you have to travel to the event, or are participants traveling to the event? There are many places travelers can be exposed to the virus, like airports, bus stations, trains, rest stops, etc. It's also important to think about where you or they might be traveling from. Is it an area with high community spread of COVID-19? Generally, activities are considered to be lower risk if people can maintain at least 6 feet between each other, they are held in outdoor spaces, and people are wearing masks. While it is still safer to celebrate with people in your household, if you do attend an event, there are things that you can do to alter your risk level. Set rules and stick to them. Discuss and agree on rules in advance, like wearing masks, no hugging, washing hands, etc. You should also agree to hold attendees accountable for the rules and enforce them if needed. Set a time limit. Limit the amount of time you are with people who do not live in your household. Any preventative measures are better than none. Wear masks, open windows, socialize outside, limit your exposure before the event, etc. The more you can do before and during the event, the more you can lower your risk level. While determining risk levels is ultimately up to you and your family, here are some lower risk winter holiday activities. Having a small celebration or dinner with people who live in your household, sending family and friends gifts in the mail or delivering them in a contactless way, having a virtual dinner with family and friends, watching sports and your favorite holiday movies from home, buying gifts and decorations online. And then here's some moderate risk activities. Having a small outdoor dinner celebration with family and friends who live in your community, ask the families to bring their own food, drinks, and utensils. Visit pumpkin patches, orchards, Christmas tree farms, etc., where people are using hand sanitizer, wearing masks, and practicing social distancing. Attend small outdoor sports events where safety precautions are in place and enforced. And then here are some higher risk activities. Attending large indoor celebrations, gatherings, dinners, etc., with people from outside your household. Shopping in crowded areas, participating or being a spectator at crowded events like sports, races, caroling, parades, etc., using alcohol or drugs that may alter your judgment and make more difficult to practice COVID-19 safety measures. We have seen COVID-19 infections increase across our health district, and as we enter the holiday season, it is more important than ever to take precautions. Without mitigation efforts by community members, our case numbers will continue to increase. Below are some ideas on how to safely celebrate and influence your communities this holiday season. Make a plan and stick to it. It's very unlikely that the COVID-19 pandemic is going to be gone before the winter holidays. Start making plans for your holiday celebrations and stick to them. This will help you and your family plan for the holiday season and allow everyone to modify their expectations. Lead by example. The holiday season is going to look very different this year. Start talking about how your personal holiday plans are changing and what you are doing to protect your loved ones. Example, only celebrating with those you live with, starting new traditions, virtually celebrating with those who live in different states, etc. Encourage your friends, families, and neighbors to start talking about how their celebrations are changing. Wear a mask. Encourage the use of mask wearing. Masks are essential when social distancing is difficult. Stay up to date with the governor's executive orders. As the holiday season approaches, make sure to stay up to date with any new amendments issued by the governor's office that may limit the size of events or other things like that. Maybe it's time to start some new traditions this year. Organize a gift exchange with family and friends and use the mail or contactless delivery. Drive around your neighborhood and look at the decorations. Exchange recipes. Participate in a run or walk with your household members, and then order takeout from your favorite local restaurants. If you attend a gathering or to participate in any activity that meets any of the above risk levels or you feel like it was risky, it is important to take responsibility for that and limit your exposure to others and monitor your symptoms in the days after that activity. If you develop symptoms or test positive for COVID-19 within 14 days of the event or activity, immediately notify the host and others who attended. We have had a hard year apart from our loved ones, but if we're going to continue to keep ourselves safe, then we need to buckle down and opt for lower risk activities this holiday season. It's up to you to have a happy and healthy holiday season. And from all of us here at the Central Shenandoah Health District, we wish you and your family and your loved ones a happy holiday. Happy holidays. If you have any questions, please email us at cshdinfo@vdh.virginia.gov. Links to everything discussed today can be found in the accompanying document. You can also visit the Virginia Department of Health website for updated case numbers and other holiday information. Thank you.